Hey guys! So, in today's video, what we're gonna do is our makeup. And you know we're gonna do makeup because I have no glasses on. That's right. So, we're gonna do this together. We're gonna do some favorite products. There's a couple of products that are out that have been loved for a long time, and I've never tried them. Some of those products are actually the e.l.f. Halo Glow and the e.l.f. Putty Blush. Not the luminous, just the normal. I don't like a bunch of shimmer on my cheeks because I do have a lot of texture and pores and stuff, so I think a little less shine there. I can always add shine in with highlighter, whatever else, but I prefer a non-shimmery blush. So I went for the regular putty. And this one is actually in Tahiti. I think it's a beautiful color. I think it's going to go great with the flannel. Yes, I'm in a flannel because I'm pregnant and my shirts aren't fitting as well as they used to, so we're in a tank top and flannel today. We're going out for a date night with the husband, so we gotta look. We don't have to look good, but I want to look good and I want to feel good about myself. So, first step I'm doing is I'm looking for my claw clip. And I use this claw clip because, one, it's really big, but I like to, my hair is mostly dry. I'm going to actually put it up in the clip, and it actually helps with my volume towards the end of getting ready. I can always just unclip, have plenty of volume, have the hair out of the way. Yes, it looks funny because I clip more on this side. I always scoop it over, but you know what? Who cares? Let's get started. This is the NYX, the Marshmallow Primer. I use it as a moisturizing one. Well, that's what it is. It's a moisturizing primer. But I like to put it under my eyes, a little bit on my chin, and then I like it on my nose as well. So I use my ring finger because I do put it close to my eyes, and I gotta be very careful about it. I dot it around the places I need. Now, I do already have SPF on. That is usually like the main primer for me. My main primer usually SPF. For the nose creases because my nose tends to get dry a little bit. I've got the viewfinder and I've got a mirror right underneath the camera. So at least I'm hopefully looking in the same general direction you can see throughout. I do the rest, I tap it onto my eyelids because my eyelids also have dry spots and I don't like it. Okay, so there's that. We're SPF'd, we're primed, we're ready to go, moisturized, whatever else. I've seen a lot of people use it different ways. I've seen people mix it into foundation, but I'm using a foundation that I absolutely love right now, the L'Oreal Paris, the True Match. I'm shade N6. It is the best matching foundation I have found for my skin tone so far, and it's beautiful. Besides my Covergirl one, I think it's Trublend. I have it right here. Yeah, my Covergirl, but the Trublend, it's the hydrating version, not the matte version. I don't think mattes look great on me, but we're gonna open this up, shaking it up. I am also shade, what shade am I? I ripped it off. I'm shade 4, so I'm medium, and I did test this in store because I wanted to make sure that I was spending, I know it's not a crazy amount of money, but I wanted to spend my money in a smart way. Let me get my oh so fun ColourPop mirror. I love this thing. I bought the whole collection of the Star Wars stuff, by the way. I did get it all because I love Star Wars. This is a really big doe foot applicator. Like I said, this product is new to me. I've seen people use it as a primer of sorts. We're gonna go all around. We're gonna take the nose ring out because I forgot to do that. I don't like to put my makeup on with my nose ring in. I just feel like I get a better, sleeker coverage on that side if the nose ring is gone. So that is what we're gonna do. I've also heard this is a really good dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury. I think is it Flawless Filter? It feels really cool on the skin. I like it. I know it's probably just where it's a liquid, but it feels really cool on the skin, and I'm sure you guys are like, yeah, Madison, this is old news. Nothing new. I'm buffing it in. I like to use a buffing foundation brush all the time. It's my favorite kind of brush to use. you will always see me use a foundation brush with my makeup. There is coverage in this. I recently watched a video on it because I wanted to make sure I was using it right for you guys, you know. Who doesn't? And I did watch a video on it. I am putting it a little bit under my eyes. My eyes are dark. I could use all the glow I can get, okay? Okay. Letting it down right here just because I can. This is beautiful. The lighting isn't great. I'm in front of a window, and I'm sorry. I'm using natural light because I'm going to be out in natural light a lot today. I need my skin and my makeup to look normal with where I'm going to be outside. Okay. That's all blended in everywhere. And it's absolutely beautiful. This is absolutely beautiful. Sorry, you got my little curl there. But I don't know if you can see it. Put a little bit of coverage on that acne scar right here. You can still see. But it's a glow, but it matches my skin so beautifully. I love this. I love this. It says you can use it alone as well, and I may use it alone as well. It's beautiful. Okay, time for my newest favorite foundation. I love the way it wears. It lasts so long on me. It's absolutely beautiful. Okay, and putting it on my hand because it's very liquidy. And I start with one pump. I usually end up needing a little bit more than one pump, but I don't need to build the coverage as much today with the e.l.f. glow that we just put on. I have a pimple right here. I don't know if you can see it. It's killing me. It's the most annoying thing. And foundation, I know that everybody says it. Makeup artists say it. YouTube people say it all the time. But I learned this from my mom. Don't put a bunch of foundation where you're going to put concealer under your eyes. If you're going to put foundation under your eyes and concealer, it's going to cake. It's going to look older than you are. It's just not going to be cute. Okay, pump number 2. Dipping it in, splotching it around just to build up the coverage. But like I said, if you haven't tried this one, the Super-Blendable foundation, L'Oreal, the True Match, absolutely beautiful. Cheap, drugstore, glorious, love it. Go out and try it. Okay, e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. It's the satin finish. It's the white lid, not the black lid. I don't like the black lid for my skin type. I think it's too dry for me. I don't do a lot. I just do dot, dot, and then a little bit here, a little bit there, because this concealer spreads so much on me that I don't have to use a ton to get a decent coverage. It's also not my most favorite concealer in the world, so I'm not gonna sit and spend time making it work to my advantage when I'm happy with how my face looks, usually just foundation wise anyway. I know that I'm not doing my concealer good. I don't do it like a makeup artist. I am not a makeup artist. I do it to get it done. Yes, and I usually punch it in, not punch it, I'm not punching myself. I usually press it in with a sponge later on as well. So there is that also, that helps sink it in. But my little girl, she is gonna make her way to the world very soon. We are so excited. We cannot wait, and that's when my family is actually coming up too to see us and help me recover, because either way, I'm gonna have a cesarean section or a natural birth. Either way, you just need help recovering. So I'm really appreciative that my family is making the time and the effort to come up for that. That really is really nice of them. All right, I've already forgot what it is. Tahiti, the Tahiti Putty. And I do have the brush to go with it because my husband was like, you said you needed a new blush brush anyway. And I was like, you know what? Especially if I'm getting this product, I need what is made to go in this small size. So I've got the Putty blush brush. I hate that word together, the blush brush. So I'm going to look in my mirror that's right down here, but I am going to make sure to show you the pigment as much as possible. Yes, I do blush before I do contour or bronzing, mainly because I don't do a lot of bronzing. Okay, I love that. That's beautiful. That is a color I would not have expected coming off of this onto the skin, as in real life it looks much more subtle, much more lighter. We didn't go with the darkest shade because I was like, I don't know about the darkest shade for me for this, but whatever. I like to do my blush like this in the summertime, only the summertime, because it looks a little bit more like where the sun naturally kind of hits. And I'll feather some blush on my chin, and I will feather some blush on the tip of my nose, and I will feather some more, whatever's left on this brush actually. But oh my goodness, this is beautiful. I can see why they needed to come out with a luminous one. Like, if you like luminous, this is not going to give you the luminous. I personally don't like luminous. I love this. This is gorgeous. This is the Covergirl High Pigment blush, and this one is in, this is the Trublend line also. Ironic, I like the Trublend line apparently. And it's so flushed. It's very intimidating in the pan. It's very intimidating in person. I'm swirling around a brush that I actually usually use my, whew, see, I told you guys, it's so intimidating. It's just so much. And I use a very light hand to swirl it around. I just want to set my blush with blush, because the setting powder that I'm using right now is actually the e.l.f. Oh, see, I've already screwed up. It's the e.l.f. Where is it? Oh, the Halo Glow setting powder. That's what I use to set my makeup. This blush is, oh, it added so much pigment already. Okay, a little bit on the chin. Light dusting on the chin. Light dusting on the forehead. Kind of where you put your bronzer. I like to put a little bit of blush there as well. And I'm gonna swirl the rest and pray for the best, guys. Swirl and pray, swirl and pray. It's just, it's so aggressive, this blush is. I know I look sunburnt on camera. It's gonna get fixed, don't worry. Okay, yeah, Covergirl. If woo! She is aggressive. She's an aggressive one. I usually use the butter bronzer. Not butter bronzer, the Butter Believe It, the Physicians Formula. That highlighter, not highlighter. Lord, I'm all kinds of messed up today. That blush to set my cream blush, but I wanted the color to match a little bit more. Okay, so like I said, I'm taking the e.l.f. Halo Glow Setting Powder. I take a beauty blender because I like the way it gets into my eyes. The eye creases, whatever. So I shake a little bit out, and I dip the tip of the sponge in, and then I just pat in all the little creases. It kind of helps not only set the, it doesn't only just set the concealer, it kind of helps reposition it back into where it needs to be on the under eye. So I have really dry, super crinkly under eyes. It needs a lot of help. So I appreciate that using the Beauty Blender is going to help reset it, both on the eyelids and the under eye. It's really important for me to have both of those set just right. Now I'm taking and going on the upper eyelid. But while I'm doing this and like resetting everything, I just want to know if any of you guys are pregnant out there and you have any kind of advice on how to handle my doctor's office. They tell me, and I bring my husband with me every single time, because I know pregnancy brain's a thing. I know that I can get a little bit confused every once in a while. I'm not crazy enough to forget something like when my gestational diabetes test is. So please, it's not the doctors. The doctors are fantabulous. Yes, I said fantabulous. It's like the staff is not informed of anything. Like, I had to go pick up my prescription because they couldn't fax it in. We had a power outage, and the fax machines just weren't working on base at the time for the pharmacy. And I was like, no, that's no problem. I'll go out and when my husband gets off work, either today or tomorrow, we'll come out and grab it because I want to start soon. And they were like, yeah, it's best if you start soon. I was like, yeah, of course. I get there and she goes, I have no idea what you're talking about. Why? What prescription? I had to sit in that waiting room for like 20 to 30 minutes for them to go find a prescription and print it off. They had to go find the doctor all over. And they had to go print it off. They had to get validation and everything. When I had spoken to a nurse on the phone that said, we will have it ready tonight, that way, this afternoon. That way, if you come in today, it'll be ready. But if you come in tomorrow, it'll still be up here. It'll have your name on it. It'll sticky on it. And I was like, perfect, thank you. I don't know where the miscommunication happened. That I just wasn't going to be there. Sorry, I get a little flustered. And then my Southern comes out. So I have a Southern twang. But yeah, I have no clue what happened. I'm using the same setting powder, but on a brush this time. And now that I've set the little nooks and crannies, I can go and set everything else. Super big, fluffy brush. But yeah, so that really ticked me off. And I was like, guys, that's so, unprofessional, making me feel like I felt stupid. But there's just other times that it's happened. And it's happened every time I've gone to get blood work done. They have an office. They have in office, literally, the front of their office is a blood work. It's a lab core. And she's great. She's really good at her job. Like, she's never hurt me with like being stuck or whatnot, because you know sometimes people just don't find veins very well. My veins are not super obvious, so yeah. But she, every time, she has never been able to find any of my stuff. But it's really annoying. She even shushed me at one point. My husband about leapt out of his chair. He was mad. She held her hand up and she was like, told me to stop talking like that. And I was just trying to explain my last appointment, you know, how I was told to come get the stuff done. And I was like, come on now. Why you gotta be like that? You know, it's just annoying. Alright, for eyeshadow, I'm literally just gonna do, the palette I got from Walmart, Profusion. The shimmers in here are absolutely beautiful when applied with your fingers. Use your fingertips. They're gorgeous. Also, look at my nails. They look so good and long right now. It's been a goal of mine to grow my nails back out. And all I'm going to do is swipe in a neutral shade kind of in the crease. That is Dapper. Beautiful. Gorgeous. It's not going to take too much focus away from the cheeks, the vibrant cheeks. And then this beautiful flannel that I stole from my husband's closet because, like I said in the beginning, pregnant and nothing fits. Wonderful times. And I'm just going to do a shimmer across the whole eyelid. My husband also just texted me. He knows I'm doing makeup right now. He goes, hey, don't go out too much because I'm going to look like a hobo. And I was like, I look like a hobo. He goes, no, you're beautiful. And like, guys, if you don't get somebody that says they look like a hobo in comparison to you, even when you have no makeup on, you have a messy bun, you're not the one. No, my husband is wonderful. He is so understanding and compassionate. He never makes me feel crazy, but he also stands up for me. I just wish that he knew how good of a person he was, because sometimes I think he questions it. That's a beautiful color. That's beautiful on camera and off of camera. It needs to be blended right here a little bit more, but that's a dry patch. That's my skin's fault. That's what that is. That's the skin's fault. I'm going to put a little bit right here in this outer corner on both sides in the same shade, Dapper. And then I'm going to put in the one that's right above it, call it Tickled. And I just think that those two colors look super good with these colors. And they look super good on my skin tone. And I'm going to show you what this looks like with the finger, okay? It's beautiful. It swatches beautifully. Let me just say, it swatches beautifully. But it's gorgeous. And let me show you. It just goes on that eyelid so smoothly. It is so easy to put on the eyelid. And I think this palette has so many shades that I could just do all over eyelid shades for me. But again, I love warmer tones. I love neutrals. All that kind of stuff. I'm going back in for a second dip. And it's so pretty. I love shimmer. I love sparkle. I love glimmer, glam, whatever. And you probably can't tell from my house right now because my house is like a mess. That's my husband's gaming spot. He used to be downstairs. He came upstairs because he felt bad about leaving me alone for so long. So now I watch TV while he games. And it works for our marriage. And we can sit in here at the same time. It's so funny. He will sit and he will listen to me. He'll sit and listen to me and watch his games. So I will start getting really annoyed with something. He goes, yeah, you tell him, girl. And he goes, watching you watch people put makeup on is crazy. Oh, look, you can see that shade. That's beautiful. He goes, it's a wild thing. And I'm like, yeah, I love it. Thank you. He goes, you really do enjoy makeup and everything. And I was like, yeah, I love it. Well, what's new? I'm going to check, see how it looks really quick up close. Because I do got to worry about what it looks like up close. It looks really good, guys. I know it's not coming off on camera the way it needs to, but Siennas, I think, by Profusion, Walmart. I got it from Walmart. Even the brush it came with, it's in my clean brush section. Even the brush it came with is so good. I love it. I love it all. Okay, I love it all. That's all. That's all you need to know. Ooh, let's do a bronzer. I don't know what bronzer I want right now. I think... maybe because these are so aggressive on my face, I might do a more subtle bronzer instead of this one. This one's by Lottie, London. It's the Suncatcher, I think. Yeah, the Suncatcher bronzer. Beautiful shade for me, but it is glowy. It's got a little bit of that mica pigment in there. A little glowy, a little darker than the matte Monoi one, and I'm kind of feeling more of like a matte bronzer mood for right now, so we're gonna go with that one. My matte Monoi has got this weird, it's like hard pan. I need to scrape it off, but it only works like this top little portion. So like I just kind of try and use this brush, and I use like a bigger, denser kind of a brush because this shade, oh, it's such a strong smell. If you don't like strong smells, you're not gonna like this. I almost don't like this enough to keep using it because it is so strong. It's just too much for me sometimes. It's good for a lot of lighter tone skins, but I just like it on my skin tone because it gives me just enough of what I want color wise, and it just adds the depth to my face that I really want. All right, e.l.f. brow lift. Love this stuff. Shape my brows. My brows, I'm lucky enough to not have to do too much to. So I'm gonna look in this mirror right here. That's just below the camera. And then I will reshape them. There's enough playing time with this too. So if you need to blend it into the skin a little bit more, like if you want a little heavy-handed like I did just now. Beautiful. And then I will use the e.l.f. Wow Brow right after to set the hairs in the place that I want. I like to do this first because I don't have a sparse hair. I don't have a sparse eyebrow, so I don't need it to really grip onto certain hairs. There are just some places that need a little bit of extra love and filling in, more so than just what the Wow Brow can do for me. And that's okay. We gotta love the brows we got. God gave us certain brows, and there's nothing wrong with changing them, and there's nothing wrong with loving them. I have bushy caterpillar eyebrows, my mama says. She's not wrong. But she does say I got my father's eyebrows. And I remember growing up, it made me so mad. Everybody was like, oh, you look so much like your dad. You look so much like your dad. And I was like, I want to look like my mom. But yeah, I have his eyebrows. It's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing at all. Now, this is the e.l.f. Wow Brow, and this is in the deepest color I think that they've got. This is deep brown. So my hair goes between black and a little bit of a highlighted version of my hair in the summertime. Just so you know. I used to use the neutral brown shade, and I didn't think it did enough for me. So I switched over to the deep brown. Love it. I have loved this product for years. I never regret my eyebrows when I do this. It's actually held up in rain before, guys. It's crazy. This stuff is good. Now, if you're wanting something to freeze your eyebrows, like an ABH, I literally think it's ABH Brow Freeze, I think. If you're wanting something that's clear, gonna stick them up for good, this is not it. This is just a good setter on those no makeup days. If you have eyebrows that already kind of lay the way you like, then I would say this is a good one for you to get. I'm not going to do eyeliner, but I wanted to share the eyeliner that I like. It's a liquid liner. I feel like I get more precise with it. And here's the brush. I'm going to scrape some of this off. Here's the brush. Super, super tiny, super pointy. Beautiful. It's the matte one. It dries down matte. It dries down very quick as well. It goes a long way on the eyes. It's by NYX. The NYX Vivid Matte. Beautiful. Absolutely love it. I will always buy that one. I don't like their felt tip liner. The pen one by them, by NYX. It dries out super quick on me. It does not work. I do not love it. Alright. Lottie London. The Cinnamon Swirl highlighter. It's wonderful. My mom would go, wonderful, darling. Wonderful. Just a little bit of highlighter. I know you can't see that on the camera, and I wish you could. My under eyes look really dark right now, even in person versus on camera. On camera, they look better. In person, like super dark. I might need to go in with a color corrector. I might need to go find a color corrector that I like for my skin. That doesn't, you know, hug every cranny, nook and cranny. I know e.l.f. just came out with some. Not just, but I think, no, they may have just come out with some. I know that they look good. I would probably use the yellow color corrector for me because my skin is more neutral and I want to brighten and color correct and then go on top of with my concealer. And that might be something I actually do here soon, because I'm noticing the more and more pregnant I get, the less and less sleep I get. And none of it's working. I don't look like I'm rested at all. Yada, 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 yada. But, besides the, like, doctor's office making me feel like I'm crazy, you know, at random times, it's really not that bad. I love that highlighter, though. It's not in your face. If you like in your face highlighter, that's not it. And it looks good on my texture. I have textured skin from acne scars. It looks really good on my texture. So, I like how this little get ready is going. Let's do a little bit more of the pregnancy chats, though. I would like to hear from you guys. What are some things that were must-haves for your pregnancy? And not necessarily a pregnancy, but for baby afterwards, because I've got younger siblings. One that's going to be 13 soon, one that's going to be 6 soon, and I'm 21. So yes, I know what we used. I want to set my face before going in with that. The e.l.f. all-nighter. It's the green bottle. The green bottle. My favorite. I shake it really good. It's got a little ball in there that breaks up all the little product. Watch. Just watch. I feel like I can't do too much of it either, like ever. I feel like I can never do too much of this because it's just beautiful. The mister is so fine. Like such a fine mister, like a mist spray. It made my highlight pop a little bit more on my cheeks. I know this lighting is not good right now. I'm sorry. I'm using natural lighting and it's not the best weather for natural lighting. But onto that mascara. The Essence Lash Princess, love it. This is the first tube I've ever bought. I will be buying this over everything else. I might try the Falsies or the waterproof one. This is the Curl and Volume. Big wand. Big old wand. But I like it for my eyelashes. My eyelashes are naturally super curly. So that's why I struggle with putting eyelashes and eyeliner on sometimes. Because where my eyelashes are really curly, there are times that they just get in the way of the eyelash band, of the eyeliner applicator, no matter what kind of applicator I'm using. It's just so pretty. It's just so pretty. And that's why I also don't curl my lashes. If you're wondering, are you going to curl your lashes? No, I don't curl my lashes. Also, it scares me. The eyelash curlers, scare me. I'm not made for things in my face. So there's that side. I will probably do a second coat, but I like how it looks already. It's not super crazy on there. So I'm gonna do this side. And I look down because my eyelashes are so curly, they usually want to touch the upper lids. All right, that is lashes done. This side looks like it sticks up more than this side. That's just because these clump together more and they're darker. But there's a closer look. Okay, so now that lashes are done, let's find a lip combo for tonight. I need to do a lip declutter, y'all. Oh gosh, do I need to do a lip declutter? This is a gloss. This is a brown gloss from NYX, and it's the Milky gloss. This is the Maybelline Color Sensational Retractable Lip Pencil, and it's in the shade Magnetic Mauve. And I wanted to do more of that mauve-y kind of color, or not mauve, now they got me saying mauve, that nude kind of color. I know what I need to get. I need to sharpen it though. This sharpener, I have no clue where it came from. From the makeup section years ago. So this pencil is from KAB, and it's their Tiramisu pencil. It's beautiful. It's such a good nude on me. Alright, the Tiramisu lip liner, beautiful. It mutes down, kind of tamps down if you've got crazy colored lips but you're still wanting to go for a nude color. Beautiful. It makes my teeth look so good. Now, like I said, Milky Gloss. It's the shade Milk the Coco. It does smell good though. It smells delicious. Absolutely delicious. And you do need a mirror with this gloss because it is so pigmented, as you can see. Beautiful, but so pigmented, guys. It's crazy. It's not sticky. I don't like the taste of it. I like the smell of it. I don't like the taste of it. Gorgeous. Absolutely beautiful. It is the exact combo I was looking for. That brown kind of helps mute out the cheeks a little bit. Again, gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous lip gloss. Okay. Not super sticky. Not super heavy. Not super thick. Not any of those. It's really a great gloss. You can see I've got a couple of favorite brands. e.l.f. definitely one of them. NYX is definitely one of them. Yes, I stick to drugstore when possible because drugstore works for me. Alright guys, that is the entire makeup video. That's the whole get ready with me and a little chat. I hope you enjoyed me trying out some things that have been popular for a while, but I've just never used them before, and my interest had been piqued for too long. So, that is everything. Again, I hope you guys have a great time with wherever you're at, and I will see you later. Alright, bye.